Moments with God, a time of reflection for every day.
November 5th, Early Preparation. For I was my father's son, tender and only, beloved in the sight of my mother. He taught me also and said unto me, Let thine heart retain my words, keep my commandments, and live. Proverbs 4:3-4. We had a classmate at school who was always getting in trouble. Time and time again, his father was summoned by the principal to inform of his son's bad behavior. I remember the time he was temporarily expelled from school because on his graduation trip, after finishing high school, he had stolen some sheets and pillows from the hotel. I also remember that after finishing high school, he was handcuffed by the police and sent to prison in the cold Amazon because in a fit of rage, he broke a glass bottle on another young man's face. The point is that his deformed character made his bad habits always come out and flourish. The lack of correction from an early age, the overprotection without correction, when the parents received the reports from school when he misbehaved, and never having disciplined him, caused the boy to grow up crooked in a quiet town. It was even terrifying to meet him because he had a reputation for being uncontrollable. But the blows of life taught him lessons that he had not learned before. What an intense struggle, what a conflict it will cost to submit to the requirements of God that were never subdued. Parents who neglect this important work make a serious mistake, and they sin against their poor children and against God. Sometimes it is ignorance that blinds our eyes, and other times it is pride that makes us blind. So we do not pay attention to the advice inspired by God, and we do not correct the character of the children. There are so many parents who are ruining their children by their example. Parents who fight among themselves, parents who attack each other, who insult each other, and the children see it all. And how seldom do we see parents who are interested in educating their children with moral and Christian values? How seldom do we see that more than the knowledge of science, they are interested in their children growing up with sound principles. But when they do, they are preparing their children to fly to very high heights and reach very distant places. Get wisdom, get understanding. Do not forget nor turn away from the words of my mouth. Do not forsake her, and she will keep you. Love her, and she will keep you. Early education in good habits develops the character of people. The mother's work begins with the nursing child. She must conquer the will and temper of her child, put him in subjection, and teach him to obey. And as the child grows, do not relax discipline. Every mother must take time to reason with her children, to correct their errors and patiently teach them the right way. Christian parents must know that they are instructing and preparing their children to be children of God. The whole religious experience of children is affected by the instructions given, and character is formed in childhood. If the will is not subdued then and made to submit to the will of the parents, it will be a very difficult task to teach them the lesson in later years. Therefore, children are an inheritance from Jehovah, and it is our responsibility to prepare them for the kingdom of heaven. It depends on the education we give them and the influence we have over them to serve the Lord or not. Let us therefore prepare them from a very early age so that they may be children of God. Amen.
Thank you for listening to this audio. We invite you to share with your contacts and visit the website BibleWell.com.